All right, Jeff, where exactly do we stand when it comes to negotiations between Jones and the Chiefs?
Well, I love the candor from Travis Kelce, but I'm not sensing that general manager Brett Veach is going quite to those lengths. Instead, staying very stoic through these negotiations. In fact, I'm told that he's not panicked at all. So obviously we got quite an impasse here, and we only have 6 days to really figure it out if, in fact, Chris Jones is going to be on that field.
Now, RC, if he isn't out there, how does that change the Chiefs' defense?
It changes the defense dramatically, but we got to stop listening to Les Snead. Les Snead has drove the price very high on a lot of people and a lot of things. For all of those young players on the back end that we saw excel in the playoffs, whether it was corners or linebackers, being able to run sideline to sideline, it's because of what Chris Jones can do up front. This team is dramatically different if he's missing for any period of time.
Absolutely. And look, Chris Jones has earned his money for sure. Now, Damian, if they do come to an agreement, if magically it all comes together, do you expect Jones to be out there with no limitations for week 1?
No, that wouldn't be smart, by the Kansas City Chiefs, and they know that. Listen, we always say as athletes, there's a difference between being in shape and being in football shape. Chris Jones had to ramp up the training camp, putting the pads on, building up those calluses that you need. And so if this deal were to happen, and happen pretty soon, now my expectation is, the snap counts will be limited, but you utilize him particularly on passing downs because what does Chris Jones do well? He gets after the quarterback well. So you got to continue to ramp him up if this deal were to happen pretty soon.
No, Chris Jones has been absent from all of team practices, so we shall see what happens. And Kansas City Chiefs general manager Brett Veach did say on Wednesday that there is still a chance that Jones could play in the September 7th season opener against the Detroit Lions. Let's dig in a little more on the Lions offense there. Jeff, some big changes in that running back form this offseason. Remind us of what the roster will look like on opening night.
Well, we've had a very dramatic offseason here, and Jahmyr Gibbs, obviously the big choice of the Lions in that first round, 12th overall out of Alabama. A guy who's coming into this season ultimately looking to make an immediate impact. I can tell you right now that speaking with Lions quarterback Jared Goff, he loved him from the second that the Lions drafted him. A lot of people wondered if that was the direction they should go. I can tell you on offense, they are thrilled with the idea of adding that weapon. Partly because this guy, Jameson Williams, will not be on the field for the first 6 games of the season for a violation of the NFL's gambling policy. Obviously, a massive blow to this Lions offense. Now, they believe they still have plenty of weapons. Amon-Ra St. Brown, who is coming off of a breakout year last season, looking to expound on that this year. Ben Johnson, the offensive coordinator, also able to get pretty creative here. Certainly, though, getting him back after 6 games will be a big improvement for this offense.
Now, D-Wood, what do you expect that Lions offense to look like early in the season with some of those changes Jeff talked about?
Yeah, I expect them to be explosive. And everyone talked about and everyone raved about the year that Jared Goff had last year, and rightfully so. And the reason why Jared Goff had the year that he had is because of the Detroit Lions offensive line. This unit, in my opinion, is a top 3 unit in the National Football League. They can come off the ball, run block you to death, and they can protect the quarterback. So when you have an offensive line like the Detroit Lions have, then it just accentuates all the different pieces and matchups that the Lions have at their disposal.
Now, the Lions are 1-6 all-time on the road against the Chiefs, and their last win, get this, fellas, was in 1988. So we shall see what happens.
Thank you for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming sports and premium content, subscribe to ESPN+.